Hello, welcome back to my channel once again. I have a little bit of a junk journal restock for, well, not actual journals, but supply restock. And I just had a whole bunch of ideas last night. I had a hard time falling asleep. I think it's because of the full moon, but who knows? Anyway, so I had a whole bunch of ideas going through my head, and here's a few of them that I came up with. So I can't wait to show you everything that I came up with. And we're going to start with the little label packs. I started these a few days ago, but I finished them today. Each little pack, I think it's 3 by 3.5 inches, so you can use the little pocket in a junk journal. And it says 60 labels, assorted sizes, and then my shop name, and then there are 60 labels in here. There's the big size that look like tickets, there's the medium size, and then the small size. So there's 20 of each to make 60 total. These are perfect for your pages, tags, for adding like date, adding signatures, you know, anything. So there's 60 labels in each one, assorted paper. So I'm not going to list specifically. You're not going to choose which bag specifically because it's all random. But there's going to be 5 available. And there's a wood grain one and a stitched flower one and 2 different polka dot ones. So I have 5 of these. That was fun to work on. Excuse me, my throat today. And then I came up with this idea. This is vintage lace that I sewed. These are called button sachets. I sewed into a little bag, and there's about 3 ounces of buttons in here, and then it's stitched up. So again, I try to make my packaging reusable. Not only would this be adorable for craft room decor, but you can use the ribbon on tags or, you know, as a closure for a mini journal. Here's the bag. It's a substantial bag. It's fairly big, and there's really pretty decorative stitching along each side. And if you could cut the bag up to use the lace, or you could keep the bag or whatever. And then as you can see, there's buttons, and there's about 3 ounces of buttons in each one. At least 3 ounces, maybe slightly over, but pretty much 3 ounces. And I have 4 bags of those. I was really excited to share this lace with you because I found it at a thrift store, and it's just so pretty. And I've been using bits and pieces, and I still have a bunch left. I will probably make more of these button sachets or something similar, but I love the way they look. They're kind of like either a paperweight or, anyway, they're beautiful. So 4 of those. I have a little fabric swatch sample. I'm wanting to share some of my fabrics with you because a lot of times I wind up with a bigger piece than I'm going to use, and I may use it in a few journals, and then I'm ready to share it. So there are 10 pieces, and I didn't measure, but it's about, as you can see, it's hand size here. And then there's one short little piece on the front. This is the 11th piece. I'm not actually counting that. That's a freebie. And then a little bit of lace folded over. It is not sewn on. It's just clipped with a gold clip, which you can use in your journal. So I'll flip through what you're getting. These are great for covering mini journals or making pockets, tuck spots, embellishments. Some of them are upholstery fabrics. Some of them are cottons. And they're not necessarily cut straight, but they're just little clippings from my stash. And I hope to do more of those and share more, but I'm just have one for today, and that's a little fabric sample booklet. My boy's so loud in the background. Now, the Junk Journaler's Companion. These are abridged versions. The 2 I had yesterday sold the full versions. And these, if you were wanting to get one and they either sold or it was too expensive for you or too much, these are smaller. They're very thin little coils, and there's only a few pages in each one, so the price will be extremely reasonable. But again, it is the same type of thing. And I want to make a little note or disclaimer here in case there is any confusion. In the other video, I mentioned how you could use everything in it to sell in your journals, and I just want to make a disclaimer that I'm not a lawyer, and I don't always know, and I don't have all my T's crossed and I's dotted like I should. I'm human. To the best of my knowledge, everything in these books I would use to sell, but if you know, it's on you. I'm not a lawyer, and so buy it for your journals, enjoy it, but I just want to make that disclaimer. Okay, so this one is like a black and white cover. This is kind of a semi-gloss or glossy cover. It's quite heavy, so it would also make a beautiful journal cover. And here's like a burlap print. This is really great for texture. This makes amazing pockets and collages. So you get a piece of that. This piece of scrapbook paper here has all these strips you can kind of cut out to make washi if you want to, and clipped on there, there's 2 journaling cards. Here is a book page, and it's on curtains and windows and stuff like that. There's a little bit of glimmer mist that got on here, but I think that's neat. Beautiful coffee dyed paper that I made, and then clipped, so you get a little clip here too, a lace paper clip that I made. But you get this pocket, and this is from Dream Up Graphic. I did an Etsy archaeology video, and I did check that I could use her papers. If I made something else with them, I could use her papers to sell. So this is one from her denim and lace collection. How beautiful is that? I made a giant pocket, and then I added some ribbon and a button. It's all stitched and hot glued closed. And then inside, there's these are from the Smash books that Tuesday Morning used to have, Places I've Been and Best Trip Ever. So those are travel themed. And then there's 2 of the Tim Holtz Found Relative cards. So I just slipped those in there, but this is a huge pocket. You can put this in your journal and fit a lot. Look at that gorgeous coffee staining. These are, I printed these out from online. They are in the public domain. These are jasmine flowers. So the 6 of the same, you can turn them into tags or whatever, back them with coffee dyed paper, whatever. This is from a children's textbook on using adverbs. This is these are 2 or 3 pages, 3 pages from a book on American Victorian furniture, tables and small stands and chests of drawers. So I thought those were really neat. And then here's another sample of this fabric in the back. So you get 2 samples, and then the back is slightly different, and it kind of has a velour. The lines are kind of velour, so it feels amazing. This would make a beautiful journal cover. I think I've used this journal on a this paper on a journal cover before. So it's just a mini abridged version. And then there is this yellow-orange one, and I added a little flower here that you could, it's hot glued on, but if you're careful, you could probably pull it off and use it, or just cut it out. And then the back is this polka dot. And then the polka dot here on the inside, because it's double-sided paper. You get quite a large upholstery fabric, kind of satiny feel piece here. Beautiful, beautiful scrapbook paper. A piece of like children's writing paper. This is from a book on ribbon embroidery. Thought it was absolutely gorgeous. And then here's instructions. Some categories game sheets for your journals. And then these are from the little Dollar Tree books. I love to make little booklets for my journals, stamp on them and things like that. Really pretty ladybug spring themed scrapbook paper. And then I clipped on these do-it-yourself paper sticker sheets that would be pretty awesome to put on a cover or line a journal with, or use for decoupaging. And here we've got a piece of scrapbook paper and a couple pieces scrap sewn on, and a little gray flower there at the top. And then another giant sheet here at the end. So abridged versions, and that's all I have for today. I'm going to get these listed and call it a day. I've been working hard today, and I'm tired, a good tired. But I hope you enjoyed these, and I'm glad to be able to share some of my stash. I spend a lot of time looking for and finding suppliers and finding great finds, and sometimes I wind up with too much, so I'm happy to turn them into little beautiful works of art to share with you and use and love in your journals. So have a wonderful, wonderful day. You can click the link below to go straight to my Etsy shop.